In today's ukulele tutorial, I want to talk about 3 different minor scales: the D natural minor, the D harmonic minor, and the D melodic minor. I'm going to show you 2 versions of that. So first, let me play them for you, and then we'll break them down. So we got D natural minor, D harmonic minor, then you have 2 versions of the melodic minor. Here's the first one, and here's the second one. And I'll show you exactly what the difference between those 2 are. All right, so this was cool because we had a great Q&A session today for the Uke Like The Pros members, and we were talking about these scales, so I wanted to jump in and do a video here. We're going to be using here this D note on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and we're going to be using closed position scales, so no open strings. So it doesn't matter if you have a high G or a low G. We got you covered because we're not even going to use this string. All right, so the first one here is a natural minor. This is the most common one that we have. And this is D natural minor. And so this is related to the key of F major. So the key of F major has 1 flat, which is a B flat. So if we played the F major scale, we'd have F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, and F. So this is the same notes, except instead of starting on F, we're going to start on D. D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C, and D. And so the D minor is what we call the relative minor of F major. Okay, so that's important to remember. So our natural minor scale is going to have just 1 flat, which is B flat. All right, so we're going to start here on the 3rd string, 2nd fret with my 1st finger. That's D. 3rd finger here on the 4th fret. That's E. Pinky on the 5th fret. That's F. Now we're going to slide down to the 2nd string. We're going to move our 1st finger up to the 3rd fret. That's G. 3rd finger on the 5th fret. That's A. Now the pinky, there's our 1 flat, B flat. That's on the 6th fret. Then we're going to go to the 1st string, 3rd fret, C, and then 3rd finger on D. So that's it. That's a 1 octave D minor or D natural minor scale. Okay, let's do it. Ready, and... All right, so that was ascending. Now what I want to do is I want to come back down. So we got D, C, B flat, A, G, F, E, and D. So notice nothing changes. The fingering doesn't change. The notes don't change. Okay, so let's just try that right there on the D note right here. Ready, and... Now what I was talking about earlier is open position versus closed position scales. You could play this same scale in open position, meaning open strings. And that's cool. It's actually good to know that one as well, but I want to do this one in a closed position because it helps when you want to shift to different keys. All right, but that's for a later lesson, but just remember we're in a closed position. So that's your D natural minor. Now, the next scale I want to talk about is the D harmonic minor. And notice that one has a Middle Eastern kind of flair to it. The only difference between the D harmonic minor and the D natural minor is 1 note, and that's the last note of the scale, which is C sharp. Right here. So remember the natural minor, we played C on the 1st string, 3rd fret, but this one is going to be C sharp on the 1st string, 4th fret. Okay, so you got D again, E, F, same fingering as before. Next string down, G, A, B flat again, but now I'm going to use my 2nd finger on the C sharp, 1st string, 4th fret, and then D. Back to C sharp, B flat, A, G, F, E, and D. And then you actually have one more note here. You can go back to the 1st fret, C sharp, and then back to D. All right, so let's do that ascending and descending. Ready, and... Now the next one we talk about is the melodic minor scale. And I said there's 2 versions of this, and there's a version that the jazz guys or pop guys use, And then there's a classical version, which guys like Bach and Mozart would use. And so let's just do the first one, kind of the pop or the jazz one, the one that's used quite a bit. So it's going to sound like this. One more time. All right, so this one's going to be slightly different notes than the natural minor. It's going to be D, E, and F. So notice that starts off the same. Then we're going to go to the second string to G. That's exactly the same, except we're going to use our middle finger here instead of our first finger. Because we're going to go to A, and that's the same, but here's where it changes. The sixth degree of the scale, which is B, instead of being B flat, like we played for the natural minor and the harmonic minor, we're going to play B natural here on the first string, second fret. And then we're going to play C sharp here on the fourth fret with my third finger. So that's like the harmonic minor, C sharp, and then D. All right, so again, we got from the beginning, D, E, F, G, A. Now B natural, that's what we call the sharp 6, C sharp, the sharp 7, and D. All right, so again, sharp 6, sharp 7, that's relating back to the D natural minor. Okay, so sharp 6 meaning instead of B flat, we're going to play B, raise it up. That's what sharp means, raise it up one fret. Instead of playing the B up here, which you could, I'm going to move it to the first string. And then C sharp, remember, because the D natural minor had C, so C sharp is the sharp 7. All right, so let's play this version of the melodic minor. Ready, and... And then you actually can go back again to the first fret, C sharp, and back to D. Now here's where it's different. The classical guys, as I mentioned, Bach and Beethoven, Mozart, they would use the melodic minor, but it'd be slightly different. Check this out. It would go up one way and it'd come back another way. And as it was going up, it'd be D, E, F, G, A, sharp 6 to B, sharp 7 to C sharp, and then D. But now on the way down, it would flat to 7, so C, and then it would flat to 6 back to B flat, and then A, G, F, E, D. All right, so it's a scale that you got to get used to because as it ascends, it goes one way, and as it descends, it goes another way. Okay, so let's do this. Ready, and... Now here's a B, C sharp to D. Now it comes to C natural, B flat, A, G, F, E, and D. All right, so there's your classical version of the melodic minor. All right, so what I want to do is I just want to go through each scale again, but not talk about it, just play it. So we're going to start with D natural minor, D harmonic minor, the D melodic minor, the jazz version we'll call it, and then the last one will be the D melodic minor, the classical version. Okay, so here we go. So first one here, D natural minor. Ready, and... And then this one, you could actually go to the open third string C and then back to D again. All right, so the next one then is a harmonic minor. Ready, and... The jazz melodic minor. Ready, and... And then the classical version of the melodic minor. Ready, and... Open third string and D. All right, so there's, this stuff's really fascinating to me. D natural minor, D harmonic minor, and then two versions of the melodic minor scale. So get those down, get those memorized, and we'll see you next time.